Hello and welcome back to the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 GM mode. As you guys saw last episode, we had a fantastic pay-per-view, and it ended up with us gaining 825,000 of Raw's finest fans. So, here we are today. I've gone ahead and made the schedule for this week already. We've got Gregory Helms versus Edge. Not Gregory Helms versus Edge, but Gregory Helms with Edge versus CM Punk and RVD. And Matt Hardy is going to be CM Punk and RVD's manager. Following that, we've got Jeff Hardy facing the World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton the night after he defended the World Heavyweight Championship in a Hell in a Cell match. Batista's going to be turning clean so he can start his rivalry with Randy. The Undertaker will be facing Bobby Lashley and his new rival, Chavo Guerrero. In a singles match, we have Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin. Both men have their respective partners in their corner. Eddie Guerrero is going to be turning dirty to start a new rivalry that we will be unveiling very soon. We've got Rey Mysterio facing Batista in Batista's last match as a heel. And then The Rock will be facing Eddie Guerrero and Steve Austin in Eddie's last match as a face. And that is our main event. So, we will confirm that match card real quick. Hop on over. We're going to simulate this match. CM Punk and RVD picking up the victory over Gregory Helms and Edge. Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton going one-on-one in a singles match. Randy Orton, even after taking the beating that he took at Hell in a Cell, able to pick up the victory here tonight over Jeff Hardy. Undertaker is going to be facing his rival Chavo Guerrero and Chavo's bodyguard Bobby Lashley. Undertaker picking up a huge victory, and Bobby Lashley's losing streak continuing to 6 losses in a row. Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin in one-on-one action with their tag team partners at ringside. Shawn Michaels picking up a big victory over Shelton Benjamin here, with momentum consistently in DX's corner right now. Kurt Angle may be wondering if Shelton Benjamin has what it takes to become the tag team champions. Batista will be facing Rey Mysterio in a singles match as his last match as a heel, and Rey Mysterio picking up the big victory there over Big Dave. And the match we're going to be watching this week, it's going to be The Rock versus Eddie Guerrero and Steve Austin in a 1-on-2 tag match in our main event. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the main event match. It's going to be The Rock facing both Eddie Guerrero and Stone Cold Steve Austin in a handicap 1-on-tag match. Now, earlier in the night, The Undertaker had faced the same odds and came out victorious. Can The Rock do the same thing? Let's find out. As you can see here, Eddie Guerrero is going to be starting the match for his team. It's Eddie versus The Rock, which honestly is an insane matchup. Eddie Guerrero with the quick turnaround there, and The Rock reversing with one of his own, laying in some punches and some elbows. Both men kind of in the feeling out process right now, though The Rock is picking up early momentum. Eddie, realizing this, went for the tag, but The Rock caught him and sent him into the ref, who picked him. The ref is officially The Rock's tag team partner in this match. After back body dropping Eddie Guerrero, Stone Cold now working The Rock over. Maybe The Rock just knew that the ref would respond if he had to, so that's why he tossed Eddie into him. Stone Cold now picking The Rock up onto his shoulders for a fireman's carry. And then he's going to spin him. Spinning round and round, trying to make The Rock dizzy, throw off his equilibrium, but kind of doing the same thing to himself here. Both men catching their breath at the same time. Looks like Eddie is asking for the tag. But I mean, The Undertaker, the match that he fought earlier, he beat Bobby Lashley and Chavo Guerrero. Two opponents who were much easier than the two opponents that The Rock is facing tonight in Stone Cold and Eddie Guerrero. Not to say Bobby Lashley and Chavo Guerrero aren't formidable opponents, but they're not Stone Cold and Eddie. And I'd say that The Undertaker is pretty on par with The Rock as far as in-ring ability. And I mean, The Rock is probably more athletic than The Undertaker, although I will say that The Undertaker has pulled some crazy stunts in his time. Leaping over the top rope at WrestleMania, taking out a cameraman. The ref admonishing Stone Cold, telling him to get out of the ring. Eddie hitting a monkey flip over in the other corner. The Rock with a poke to the eyes. The Rock is working dirty right now. But honestly, he's got to do what he can to pick up a victory here tonight. He's facing two of the most prolific competitors in WWE's history. Another poke to the eyes. The ref not seeing any of it because his back, he's at Eddie's back, so Stone Cold now with a huge Irish whip, sending The Rock to the outside. Eddie Guerrero off the top rope looking for an elbow drop, but The Rock got his knees up. What a sequence of reversals right there. The ref counting right now at 3. The Rock dropped with a Russian leg sweep. And Stone Cold and Eddie Guerrero both standing tall in the ring. The Rock back to his feet though at a count of 6. Oh, Stone Cold might have been looking for his finish right there, but not getting it at that point in time. Though he had Eddie Guerrero at his back, ready to go with the back suplex. And a punch to the midsection, it looks like. Maybe could have been close to a low blow, but oh, that was in fact a low blow. The Rock kicking Steve Austin right in his little Austins. The Rock trying to gain any momentum he can at this point. Like I said, he's facing two of the best competitors in WWE's history. The Rock now looking for a big suplex. Again, trying to remain cautious, but also trying to build momentum to potentially pick up a win in this match. Eddie Guerrero now with a kick to the knee. Now picking The Rock up and draping him. Oh, nope. Using the ropes to bounce The Rock for a big suplex. Taking him down. Eddie now pulling The Rock to the middle of the ring, with The Rock with a huge low blow right in front of the ref didn't call that a disqualification, and I am surprised, because that was directly in the line of sight of the ref. The ref has to be working for The Rock tonight. Again, he double back body drops to Eddie Guerrero from the ref. The ref is on fire tonight. He hasn't missed once. He's allowed The Rock to hit low blows, eye pokes, and he's been putting in back body drops for The Rock. But that might not matter here if Stone Cold can finish it. Stone Cold might have been looking for it again there with another stunner, but it looks like The Rock had it scouted, these two obviously having a storied rivalry over their years in the industry. That rivalry now manifested into a great friendship between both men. Stone Cold trying to drag The Rock back to his corner right now, maybe to get that tag on Eddie Guerrero. The Rock, though, picking Austin up for a big power slam. But again, as soon as he gets any type of momentum shift, Stone Cold's right back on the offensive. Look, he's going to hit a big back suplex right there, taking Stone Cold down. But, I mean, his ribs, they're tired. He's trying to breathe. Stone Cold just kind of using that to his advantage. He's using the damage that he and Eddie have caused together over the period of this match. And now, oh, see, look, every single time The Rock starts to get fired up a little bit, either Eddie or the Stone Cold are right there to kick him right back down. I don't think Stone Cold was going to try anything there. I think he was legitimately trying to get out of the ring, but Eddie and The Rock were kind of in his way. Big back heel kick. I believe that's what that was. It looked like it. The Rock now throwing Eddie into the corner, trying to catch his breath, and ooh, what a big clothesline coming right out of the corner. The Rock needs to capitalize here, though. He's got to do whatever he can to get some momentum in his favor. Chops and kicks and flips. Not enough, though. The Rock is still in a lot of pain. And even if he does hit either of his finishers, who's to say that the opponent's tag team partner, whoever he may be trying to pin, won't just come in and break up the pin attempt? Huge punch to the face. And a chop right across the chest. Eddie, though, looking for that tag. Stone Cold in a much better way right now. Eddie, though, picking up a huge takedown there. Looked like he might have used both of his forearms. The Rock looking for the rock bottom. That could be it, folks. He's just got to go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Rock picks up the victory in the handicap match. I feel like the pain of losing that World Heavyweight Championship last night, as well as the type of match he lost it in, made it a perfect storm for Stone Cold to get pinned here tonight. Obviously, he wasn't as hurt as Eddie Guerrero, but I mean, in the end, he still didn't kick out after just one rock bottom. All right, let's get on to the results for the week. New champions, Chris Benoit and Carlito have won the Raw Tag Team Championships. They gained 50,000 of SmackDown's finest fans back this week. But that's not a very high number, considering how many we took last week. Melina's contract is expiring. The Rock, in this week's main event, was exhilarating, picking up a huge victory. We had a successful title defense with Mick Foley, and Triple H was able to pull out a big victory in a singles match. Triple H was a manager this week, but okay. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. Mick Foley retaining his title again. I doubt he's going to be dropping any in the Power 25. But we could check real quick. Yeah, he's still number 1. The Rock now up to number 3 after beating both Eddie Guerrero and Steve Austin last week. Triple H and HBK continuing to stay at the number 2 spot. Edge and Orton back down to number 6. Benoit up to number 7. Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio at 8 and 9. And the Intercontinental Champion, the Boogeyman, up to number 10. So with that, I'm going to make a quick cut here, build the next card for the next show, and I'll be right back to give you guys the second show for this week. And we are back. We've got the match card set for the second week this week, leading up to the Great American Bash 9 weeks away. We've set up some rivalries, so I will go over those really quick. This is not a rivalry, but we do have a championship match here tonight. A cruiserweight title is on the line. It's going to be Gregory Helms, the defending champion, versus Jeff Hardy with Matt Hardy in his corner. And these are a few of the rivalries we set up. Of course, we've set up Batista versus Randy Orton. That is a given. The Undertaker is in a current rivalry with Chavo Guerrero, and Rey Mysterio is now feuding with Eddie Guerrero over the United States Championship. After that, we've got Steve Austin versus The Rock in a one-on-one singles banger match. And our main event of the evening is going to be Shawn Michaels and Triple H versus Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin in a ladder match. So without further ado, let's start from the top and simulate. We've got Bobby Lashley picking up a huge victory finally after 6 weeks of straight losses, but Bobby Lashley picking up a big win. He's also got a promo tonight and an interview segment to try and get himself over, so maybe that win will give him a little momentum for that promo. Following that, we've got Edge versus CM Punk. That would be a pretty fun rivalry to see. Edge picking up the victory in a singles match here tonight. Gregory Helms again with the title on the line versus Jeff Hardy. Gregory Helms holding on to that title in this match. And then we've got a 6-man tornado tag team match, which I believe is going to be the match we watch this week. It's going to be kind of hard to keep up with, but to go live with this match, we've got the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Champion, Batista, the number one contender for the United States Championship in Rey Mysterio, and The Undertaker taking on the World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton, the United States Champion Eddie Guerrero, and his nephew Chavo. So let's see how this match pans out. Again, it is a 6-man, one fall to a finish tornado tag team match. All the men pairing off right now. It looked like they were going after their rivals there for a second, but Eddie Guerrero trying to sneak a victory against The Undertaker. Undertaker almost losing there immediately after the match begins. Well, what a story that would have been. Three of the greatest luchadors in WWE history, Eddie Guerrero, Chavo, and Rey, all in the ring at the same time right now with 3 other legends of the industry, Batista, The Undertaker, and Randy Orton. All 6 men in this match. Very, very great careers as far as the wrestling industry is concerned. Batista also parlaying that into a fantastic acting career as of recent. Honestly, one of the most versatile wrestlers turned actor that we've seen. We've got John Cena as well, and The Rock. The Rock kind of gets made fun of for creating the same movie over and over again. And John Cena, while he is a great actor, he's just I don't think he's got the chops that Batista's got. And that's not me being, the SmackDown GM and having Batista on my roster or anything like that. That's just, my point of view. I just prefer Batista's acting. And if you guys prefer John Cena's acting, let me know in the comments section. Who do you think is the best wrestler turned actor? Undertaker with a big back elbow on Chavo Guerrero. Eddie trying to pick up a quick victory over Rey Mysterio there. And Orton coming to smack Batista right across the chest. Looks like Orton wants the smoke from both Batista and The Undertaker tonight, which is kind of funny. I mean, imagine a triple threat match between the 3 of them for the World Heavyweight Championship somewhere down the line. That is a potential thing that could happen. As Chavo now taking Mysterio down with his finisher. That could have been it if Undertaker wasn't right there. Mysterio, though, has pretty big momentum right now. Surprisingly, for being pinned, but Orton working that down, trying to make that not the case. Eddie Guerrero now looks maybe choking his own partner. Why he would do this is beyond me, but maybe Orton got in the way. You'd think Eddie could release the hold, but apparently not. Meanwhile, all 3 members of the other team have been tag teaming Chavo here. Oh, that would have been it, but Orton finally got to his feet after being choked out by Eddie Guerrero. Batista with a huge Batista bomb on the Eddie Guerrero in the corner, but Chavo right there, Rey Mysterio not noticing that Batista was going for that pin and letting Chavo get away from him, tossing Chavo into Orton in the corner. It looks like the heel faction or the heel team here tonight not being able to work cohesively, but Mysterio and Undertaker hitting a double suplex on Randy Orton. Oh, what in the world? Chavo just punching the ref. Maybe thinking he can get disqualified. Batista accidentally... I guess maybe he got confused between Chavo and Ray wearing the same colored pants and went for a clothesline and accidentally taking out his partner. Oh, an RKO out of nowhere on Batista. Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker, though, both still standing. Orton opting not to go for the pin there. Ray, though, now has his finisher locked and loaded. And The Undertaker as well, running right through Eddie Guerrero in that turnbuckle. Rey Mysterio with a huge tornado DDT. And he goes for the pin. Eddie Guerrero there to break it up. And Randy just chucking Rey Mysterio all the way across the ring. Ray looking for a huge 619 on Randy Orton. Or not Randy Orton, Eddie Guerrero rather. And a huge West Coast pop into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio picking up the victory for his team over his opponent at the Great American Bash, Eddie Guerrero. What an exciting match that was. Big back and forth the entire 5-minute runtime. Oh man, you couldn't ask for a more exciting match. And it was short too, so that was fantastic. Following that match, though hard to do, I would assume, is Steve Austin versus The Rock. And if anybody could, Steve Austin and The Rock could. So we're going to simulate this match, and Steve Austin picking up the victory over The Rock after The Rock embarrassing Steve Austin last week. And in our main event, the WWE Tag Team Championships are on the line. We've got a ladder tornado tag match. It's going to be D-Generation X versus Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin. Let's see who our tag team champions are after tonight. Shawn Michaels and Triple H picking up another retention victory. Alright, let's go over these reports real quick, and then I will let you all off for the night. There's no fan change this week. Raw and SmackDown remain, I guess, I wouldn't say stagnant because, we didn't lose any fans. I guess just it's like a Raw versus SmackDown war. The fans have been turned into fanatics, I guess. Raw's general manager went on record and guaranteed a better show than SmackDown this week. The SmackDown fans tuned into Raw to check out the hype. It was quite a convincing speech that the general manager gave. It was hard to argue with the facts that were presented. Yet they didn't gain any of my fans. Ric Flair apparently not winning very many matches here recently. Rey Mysterio is not happy about management's decisions and is being very vocal about it. The superstar is ready for a change, whether that be a release from the current contract or a buyout offer. Bro, you just picked up a huge victory. You beat Dave Batista the week before. What are you talking about? You're about to... Okay, you know what? We're going to have a United States Championship match next episode, and it's going to be Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. That is just to make him a little more happy, even if he doesn't win. He and Eddie are going to the next pay-per-view in a feud. Triple H, obviously, and Shawn Michaels picking up their victory to retain the WWE Tag Team Championships. Not to mention, Ray is in the top 10 on the Power 25. Like, what is he complaining about? HBK and Triple H finally taking the number 1 spot. Stone Cold Steve Austin at number 3. Cena and Chris Benoit 4 and 5. The Rock, Edge, and Orton at 6 and 7. Batista and Ray rounding out the top 10 at 9 and 10, with Boogeyman at number 8. So while we might be losing a few spots in the top 10, we are holding the number 1 spot now. Alright guys, if you did enjoy, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe, as that helps the channel out immensely. I want to keep making these videos for you guys, and I enjoy it so much, so please show some love to that like button and that subscribe button. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.